All right. What's going on, everybody?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
Being super tired.
Good evening.
Whatever, Greg.
I played disc golf and gave my blood away today.
I don't care about
Gave
that.
your blood away.
Oh,
What's
that's
going
very
on?
nice of you.
You'll get no sympathy from
No,
me.
no, it wasn't giving it away.
It's not like
I had
you
to give it to
donated it.
people, but I needed to have a blood test, so I had to give it to them.
Oh, so you had it taken from you.
Yes. But I was there to give it to them, so I came to the place. They didn't come to my house and take it from me.
Gotcha. You offered it up,
Right, there you go.
but you weren't giving it to other people.
No. I mean, those were people in the place.
So basically, you lied to my face.
I don't know. Well, dude, have you ever
he tried to
been...
make it sound a lot cooler
Have you
than it
been
really
into... what are they called?
Blood banks?
No, it's not. No, not a blood bank. Where I went, it's the place where you do like the piss test and stuff. Have you been to one of those places?
Yeah, dude.
I feel like none of those people, like, part of their job is to not be happy ever. Because I've never seen one person. Well, I was okay. So when I went to get my blood taken, I hadn't had my blood taken in like 10 years. Because last time I did was when I had knee surgery. So I go in there, sit down, and then she's setting up to take the blood. And immediately, for some reason, I just wanted to bust out and start laughing. I don't know why, but like I had to hold it back. And the entire time, I just sat there with this stupid grin on my face. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on right now, but still, her straight face, nothing. I'm like,
Nothing.
I don't understand.
It's like on The Office when they find the joint in the parking lot and the urinalysis lady comes and she's super miserable.
Mhm.
And Dwight wears his volunteer deputy's uniform, man.
Oh yeah.
So, for anybody that hasn't been here before, which is nobody right now, but if you're watching later, this is the Ultimate Men's Conversation starring me, Jake. Today, I have my crew. Once again, we have Aubry, John, Greg, and today we have Greg's girlfriend, Becca Tozer, at Tozer Tattoos on Instagram, if you want to check her out.
Becca's cool.
She's pretty cool. She got some dope-ass tattoo work. Anyways, so if you haven't been here before, basically it is what it is. It's the Ultimate Men's Conversation. All we talk about is what is on our minds for the time being, which is mostly beer. We fart a lot, and we drink a lot.
And current events.
Yeah, and sometimes current events if we can keep the show rolling, which possibly won't happen, but we try as much as we can. So what I wanted to... So, Greg, I don't even know what they say about what you just started off with. That was
That was kind of random, but that was my day today.
So let me just start off with a couple things that has happened this week that I thought I'd get your opinions on. So O.J. Simpson recently just was released on parole after serving a 9-year sentence.
Well, he will be released.
Well, he hasn't been released yet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
October, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, like October.
We got a long time.
Yeah. The community is
juice.
safe for
now.
a few months.
For now.
Let loose the juice. Again.
The juice will be on the loose.
He wrote a book called, like, If I Did It.
Yeah.
I know, right?
So weird.
What?
Yeah, he has
Oh,
a
yeah.
book that's
Why
like,
would you write
if I
that?
did it.
Why would you?
This is how,
You didn't
like,
do it.
that means,
Because he's the juice. And he's cocky AF.
I don't know. He's,
some
he's
of the
nuts.
things he said, like during his parole hearing, about basically like, he's a good person. He's never done anything wrong, and I'm just like, shut the fuck
He's been
up.
practicing that speech for so long.
Yeah,
For about 9
exactly.
years now.
Yeah.
exactly.
So, what are you gonna do?
Did you watch the FX series
Oh
about him?
man,
Oh,
that
so
was
good.
good.
Dude, I love Cuba Gooding Jr., so I was on OJ's side the whole time.
That's fun.
Yeah, I had
That-
a crush on him when I was a kid.
Cuba Gooding is important to me because of radio. Remember the movie Radio, where he played
Oh,
the retard?
You never go full retard.
Dude, I love that movie, man. Ed Harris. I love Ed Harris.
So because of Cuban Gooding Jr., you thought OJ was innocent.
Yeah, I think OJ's innocent because of Cuba Gooding Jr. It's true.
Oh damn.
It's a very good show, though. Everybody should watch it.
Yeah, that
That's
shit
good.
is
Yeah.
amazing. And
The gloves didn't fit, dude. I mean, come
I
on.
must have quit.
Duh.
If the glove don't fit,
If you're going to stab somebody,
You
you're not going
must
to wear
acquit.
tight gloves. Right?
I don't know.
Right.
Sure.
Case
Right.
closed.
And then spread their blood all over your body, just for fun.
Well, it was also
he was
on
set
like
up,
the
dude.
Bronco, and I don't know.
What do we know?
We
boy
don't know
DOJ
nothing.
I wonder whatever happened to that
Like,
Bronco. Like,
No. It was actually. It's funny that you
OJ's
talk
like,
about the
what?
Bronco because it was on an article on TMZ. I'm gonna bring that up because they're saying that the guy he owns the Bronco.
oh, he still does.
Yeah, like so he bought it.
The
he
picture of
owns
the
it.
Bronco was like clean as fuck.
Oh
too.
yeah. Once you
Like,
get
what
OJ's
the
Bronco,
hell?
you keep that thing clean as a
Ridiculous.
whistle. Let me look it up real quick. I'll read it. This is from TMZ. The article's the title is OJ Simpson paroled, owner of the Bronco could be big winner. So,
You gonna sell it back to him?
yeah, the guy's name's Mike Gilbert.
He's gonna need a car.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
I guess it's true.
OJ's
But-
70 years old, dude.
Yeah, I mean he's been in there for a while. But the guy's name's Mike Gilbert. He owns the Bronco. He bought it from AC Cowlings, and he's been offered.
Oh, AC. That's his friend, AC.
AC, yeah.
That was
Oh,
his
yeah,
friend.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
who did
yeah,
it.
yeah.
AC did it, not
Yeah,
OJ.
yeah, you're right.
So he's been offered $250,000.
Woo! It's pretty good.
Take it.
Pretty sure that's way above Kelly Blue Book.
Yeah, exactly. Agreed.
Well,
Did you watch the new Chappelle skits when he talks about OJ a bunch? Did you watch
Oh
any of
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Or the new stand-up? So funny.
It's good.
But then he also
Oh,
says
yeah.
that he's looking his asking price. Are you ready?
So funny.
Yeah.
What do you think his asking price is for the Bronco?
Oh,
He's
It's
been
higher than 250,000.
well, yeah, he's
Oh,
been
yeah.
offered, so he wants more.
6 million.
No, lower.
Oh, okay. I thought he was going crazy.
Anybody else?
375.
Yeah, I was gonna say 375. Yeah,
That's
absolutely. I mean, that's
He's
reasonable.
asking $750,000.
yeah.
I mean,
Three
it's
quarters of
just a
mil.
white Bronco.
Right.
I know, but
Hey,
it's
he
it's
definitely
the
saw-
Juices Bronco, dude.
We definitely saw
It
the
could
whole
totally be in a
OJ
museum.
Dave
You need to
Chappelle
get
thing.
back on your mic. You don't. sound
The-
very
Yeah,
good.
we definitely saw
There
the
you go.
OJ Dave Chappelle thing.
You have to watch.
Remember,
There's
like the
two
5
new-
times he like
Oh,
met
in the
Dave-
Yeah.
stand-up. Yeah.
Yeah, and the one he's
yeah.
like, he meets him at the restaurant and stands up and shakes his hand. He's with a bunch of white people.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
woman's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
how dare you shake that man's hand? He's like, with all due respect, ma'am, that man ran for over 11,000 yards.
So that is about OJ. I don't know. I guess 9 years is a sentence well served for basically trying to rob a guy and just like botching the shit out of it. I mean, that's really what he's in jail for, you know.
Yeah, but
He's-
people go to jail for like weed longer than that.
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
ridiculous.
Which that's
Yeah.
just stupid.
That's just.
Yeah, but I mean,
I think I guess a little bit of karma came to his ass, but at the same time, like, I don't know. You can't keep him in there because you think he was guilty of something else, but
Well, yeah, exactly.
Kinda
He's not
wish
in there
that they
because
did.
you can't.
yeah.
He was acquitted. That means he never did it. So even
Yeah.
it's a fucked up situation, but I think he deserves to get out. He said he's been mopping floors and like teaching or coaching like sports inside the jail, so he's getting out for good.
getting free cigarettes for sure.
Oh yeah,
I think it's just amazing. Like back in the 90s, they said 150 plus million people were watching when they were giving out the
Verdict.
verdict. Yeah, and then just how involved like the media still is, and like they were doing a lot of live streams and everything like that this week. I don't know. I think it's pretty impressive that this guy nobody would give a fuck about OJ if it wasn't for that murder trial. You know what I mean? Like nobody cares about any
With
NFL
all due
player.
respect, ma'am, that man ran for over 11,000 yards.
oh no. I mean, it was just. I think it's because he's still relevant because it was such a spectacle when that trial was going
Right.
on, and it shows.
And the
in
media
in-
tried to replay the spectacle this week.
Well, it
I
was
think,
smack
too.
dab in the middle of all that color race war garbage back then. Anyway.
Yeah, it's
Right.
true.
I mean, you know.
Absolutely, like the riots and
Yeah,
stuff.
it wasn't just like Ray Rice. I mean, it was way different.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, Ray. Yeah, I don't know. It's the trial. They made it like I remember my great grandparents
But they had
watched
Ray
that,
Rice on video, opening and slapping his wife.
just annihilated her.
I mean, she spit on him, so hey.
And I mean, I wouldn't
I mean,
have.
if you guys want to get in a conversation,
I'm not saying
this
I
is
would
a
hit my
man's
wife if she
conversation.
spit on me.
if Aubry spit on me
Definitely not on camera.
Yeah, there you go.
on camera, I don't think camera would have mattered. I mean, I wouldn't have laid her out.
But
But
he doesn't realize how. I mean, here's the thing. Ray Rice is
much
a lot
more
bigger
of a,
than he
he
appears.
is much
and I
more
think
of a
he's-
man than I am.
yeah,
He's
I
a
mean-
strong little dude.
But at the same time, like your reaction, they were both super drunk and just super dumb, and they didn't realize they were on camera. To be
Yeah,
honest,
that's
that
true.
was
Yeah.
just
They-
that was an unfortunate event at that point.
When it all comes down to it, they both fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
he's,
mean,
They
yeah.
both fucked up, and
Yeah.
unfortunately,
She's
he has-
probably being a raging cunt all
Oh
night.
yeah, who knows what she
Right.
was saying?
And, like,
to him.
yeah.
She
He was
probably
just
told
like,
him his
"God damn it."
wiener was little and then spit on him, and he freaking punched her. Like,
well,
if
he-
Greg told me my wiener was little and spit on me, I would punch him in the face. Like,
Honestly, if Greg spit on me, I would just laugh. And then, I mean, I might get mad, but
You'd probably just do it back to him though.
yeah, but
Yeah.
Just be like, "Fuck you, bitch."
well, he's also a little guy, so he couldn't like do anything else to stop her. He couldn't like put her in a headlock because he probably couldn't jump up high enough, so he just swung at her.
Yeah, because she
Yeah,
looks slightly
looks
taller
like she,
than
yeah,
him.
she,
Yeah.
A, she
Just
looked
went-
taller. B, she probably was wearing heels. They were out on the town a little
Yeah,
bit.
open
yes,
palm,
yes,
dude,
yes.
right to the side of the head. Bounced her head off the handrail,
yeah,
dude.
he kind of hit her way too hard.
Yeah.
Kinda
I mean,
hit her way
that
too
should
hard.
not be your
Fuck
first
yeah,
reaction.
she hit her way too hard and knocked her ass out.
But I
That's
think that
fucked up.
I think what
And
he needed
was
to do.
dragging her out of the
I know.
elevator.
That's what I was just about to
I
say.
couldn't even believe that shit. Like, drug her ass out of the elevator. And was just like, something
She
happened.
passed out. She passed out. I don't know what
No,
happened.
I don't know what happened.
He honestly,
She
if he
hit
was
her head.
smart, he should have just stayed in the elevator with her until she came to it.
If he was
like,
smart, he
shouldn't
would
have
have
dragged
punched
her
his
out.
wife.
Yeah,
Well, I
definitely-
mean,
he
yeah, but I
obviously
mean, if the
doesn't
event
give a
already
fuck.
happened,
yeah. I mean, that's some
He
touchy
don't
shit.
love her.
But,
well, they already
I'm Ray
fucked and
Rice.
have another kid.
I'm Ray
now.
Rice, bitch.
Oh
Ray
yeah.
Rice.
I'm Ray motherfucking Rice.
Hey, diddle
bitch.
diddle.
I'm getting a beer.
Punch
Who
you in the
wants one?
face.
I'm good. We normally take breaks for that, but you know, we'll teach you.
But she needs one now.
Well, before you go and get a beer, you touched subject on a lot of people in jail for weed, and that brought up a good news article, at least for the country of Uruguay. Uruguay is the first country to fully legalize the production and sale of marijuana for recreational use. First country. There's no other.
For their citizens.
Can you let me fucking finish?
Isn't Canada right on the cusp of that?
I don't know.
I think
but
they are.
Yeah, so Uruguay is the first country in the world to do that. Many people believe Uruguay's legalization demonstrates whether a system of freedom and regulation works better than prohibition, which that's pretty cool to say. And then also what they're doing to a little differently is only citizens of Uruguay can purchase. So they're not going to bring any tourism off of it, which I think is kind of cool.
They'll probably
yeah,
bring it. They're probably bringing a whole bunch of whole new citizens.
That
Though.
makes sense.
I mean, hey, if you really like weed, maybe
So
that's the place you want to live.
Amsterdam's not legal to that proportion.
No, because Amsterdam is a city of from Holland. Like Holland is the country, and it's not legal in the country. So yeah,
Katie commented
That
and
was
said
my
that she
first
spit
question.
on Zach and pushed him
Yeah.
into the flower bushes. Well, Zach, if you did not hit Katie back, you're a pussy, dude.
Well,
oh Jesus,
he said he doesn't remember being spit on. He just remembers being pushed into the bush.
oh jeez. All right, so now that I said my little spiel about the weed, and you can go get your beer now. But if the
You're
dogs
allowed.
bark, which they will, it's all your
But
fault.
I mean, they should definitely legalize marijuana in the U.S. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. Everything's fucking ridiculous about
Well,
it.
yeah, I mean,
I think if people want to do drugs, let them do drugs.
yeah, I
All
mean,
of them.
weed them out.
All of them.
Weed them out.
I mean, I don't say all of them. I don't agree on to that extent.
I kind of agree with you as well, John. It's just that's a little touchy.
Marijuana, absolutely.
Absolutely.
There's some harmful stuff out there.
Yeah.
Marijuana is not one of them, but
So is K9, but it's like, or K2 or whatever the fuck it
that
is.
stuff's
That's a
stupid.
synthetic marijuana.
Yeah.
That shit's stupid too.
Oh, sorry.
But that shit's legal.
They try to ban it. Jeez Louise. Now you're just being obnoxious. Who invited her? Greg.
No one actually.
Yeah, exactly. Greg.
It's Nixon's fault that
You know what?
marijuana is so illegal.
Yeah, I know the whole war. on
Backed
drugs.
up by friggin' Ronald Reagan.
Right, yeah.
So, you can just hear that dog just trampling around this motherfucker. No problems with these microphones. All right, let's do something a little new. We're gonna
All of this is new.
we
Jay.
all-
The suspense is
Sing a
killing me.
song.
we all have drinks. We should go around and we should say
Yeah,
what
we're
we're drinking
drinking.
to
I like
everybody.
that.
So
I
I'm
can
gonna
dig that.
start with me because this is my damn show. I've got, I don't remember what it's called, but it's some local Saratoga Springs
Becca, go grab that bottle.
whiskey, which is delicious. It's got more of a corn taste than it does a bourbon taste. So
Babe, would you recommend like mixing that into like a
Does
Lynchburg
taste like
lemonade?
I would. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. That's a good
No.
idea right there.
not for $50 a bottle.
That's true. But it's not really that good, in my opinion.
It's not bad.
It's smooth
It's
ass.
smooth.
I know. I'm sure you'd
There you
rather
go.
be drinking Evan Williams,
you, Becca.
but
Yeah, if you want to show the camera the bottle,
No, I would rather drink this than freaking Evan Williams.
show the bottle.
I have standards.
I love Evan Williams.
That's too bad.
Anyways, that shit's delicious. Like I said, it's
Saratoga
got more of
Springs.
it's got more of a corn taste than it does a bourbon taste. It's only
It's a good bottle though. Like it's marketed well.
and
Yeah.
it's only they were marketing it real well when they were selling it.
Yeah.
They had some young guys.
Katie walks in and they were like, "Oh, look, a cute little girl. Let's try to get her to buy lots of stuff." And they have
Success. But anyways,
What beer are you drinking?
I think the only downside to that stuff is if you look at what it was aged for less than a year, and that's why you've got more of a corn taste than you do like a bourbon barrel, that smoked charred barrel. You know, it turns
Dude,
it
I
into.
see what's that just
Yeah.
What just happened?
That is so cheap, dude.
Yeah. For just $1, you could supply the entire village of Uruguay with months worth of.
So cheap. Evan's gonna move to Uruguay.
Yeah, he'll be gone. So will his.
What
roommate.
beer are you drinking, dude?
My beer of choice this week is Hop Devil, which is an IPA from Victory, one of my favorite. What is all that? Jeez
Oh,
Louise.
sorry about
I
that.
wanted-
It won't happen again.
I wanted to see the conversation. So.
Just mute it.
Turn my mic
But anyways,
up a hair. I can't really hear myself.
turn your-
It's weird. Just a little itty bitty titty.
That's not you.
That's not me.
Go
Me,
ahead.
Me. There's the sugar.
Oh yeah, you're
There's
hot.
it
You're
is.
hot now. But yeah, it's just their staple IPA from Victory. I love going up there. We live very close to one of their breweries. It's a place I try to go at least twice a month. So I love this beer. It's delicious and nutritious, and that's what I'm drinking. So let's move on to
Me.
John.
I'm drinking Wild Turkey. Neat.
Neat.
Oh, I feel like I don't have to explain Wild Turkey.
Yeah, Wild Turkey is
It's
what
delicious.
it is. It's delicious.
This is the ultimate men's conversation, so I'm drinking
Hi,
Wild
Andy.
Turkey, and that's about all I gotta say.
Thanks for joining us.
And I'm drinking Corona.
Extra.
Do you think that
I drink Corona now because of Gabe and James. For reals. They gave it to me a few weeks ago, and I started digging it. So
So was it in a can the last time they gave it to you?
it was. It was.
I'm gonna have to. Try.
Or wait.
He normally drinks out bottles, but
Yeah. Yeah. She's right. When I had it with Gabe and James, they brought it to the house, and it was in bottles. And then when me and Evan bought it, we bought it in cans.
when Gabe first came from Texas, he was like so excited that they had Soul.
Dude, that stuff
there
is good
serving.
too.
Yeah,
Have
Soul
you had
is
that?
pretty good.
It is
Man,
good.
it's good. They brought that to the house too.
And then I slowly got him on Corona, so you can thank me.
Thank you, Becca.
Oh.
I'm drinking Corona because of Becca.
Do you think that the Corona tastes better in a can?
No.
No. It
Same.
stays colder in a can longer.
No, they still skunk it before they put it into the can. It's got to taste the same.
Who's Andy Manchester?
That's somebody from.
He's from the UK.
He's from the UK. He's watching with us. It's
Yeah.
pretty awesome though.
Whoa.
He said, "Is that deal only available in Uruguay?"
Unfortunately.
Right now, yes.
The dollars.
All right, Greg.
Well, I was
Greg's
drinking some
drinking
homebrew,
some crazy
but I just
shit.
finished it. It's just It was supposed to be a sour beer, but I had a couple issues when I was making my trying to make it sour. So it's got a little bit of tartness to it, but that's because it's got like lime juice and key lime stuff and all this other crazy stuff in it. And it turned out okay. It kind of tastes like the yellow Gatorade. But yeah, I'll definitely try it again. I just wanted to actually be sour, so. What's so goddamn funny?
I was tasting Becca's beer. Becca, what are you drinking? The sour.
So I'm drinking Terrapin Tea Time Berliner Weiss. How do you say it?
Berliner Weiss.
Yeah, right.
With tea and lemon, and it really shocks your face off.
Yeah, I tried that beer. You liked it? I didn't really like it.
I'm 50-50.
Why?
I don't know. Let me try it again. You got
Nope.
some over
If
there?
you don't like
beer.
sours, then
Here,
that's
grab me-
why.
Grab me that one over there.
Because it's pretty
I'll
effing
try it
sour,
one
dude.
more time. It's. I don't know. Hold on.
Dude, Zach is killing the chat. He is on fire, dude.
I liked it better that time, but I don't know if I like it.
Well, you've had a glass and a half of whiskey since.
Oh, it's at least my third.
I said since.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I wanted to make the show really good tonight, so I thought if I just drank a lot, that it might make it better. I don't know if that's true, but yeah,
You
we'll
know,
give it a
Possible.
shot.
I mean, it's logical.
I mean, that's kind of what the show's all about. So
Yeah.
It calms the nerves, if anything.
For serious.
yeah, well, yeah, I feel like the first time we did this, we were pretty stiff. I just don't think we were drinking fast enough. Was Greg loose?
Yeah, I felt like
Greg wasn't
Greg was
loose.
loose.
Greg wasn't loose. Greg was just smooth. Like he had
focused.
an agenda.
Yeah.
He had topics like
Greg's a teacher.
because of Greg being so smooth, it stepped my game up with my pre planning with everything. So
Yeah. And I stepped mine down. That's because my laptop decided to do that for me.
So what happened to the laptop, by the way? It just took a shit again? Or?
Yeah, that I keep buying cheap. Well, I bought a cheap battery, and then I told them that it stopped working, and then they sent me out another one and charged up fine, and then once it died, it just didn't charge up again.
Hold on, Andy's got a question again. He said
I just saw that.
the video's been kind of cutting out today, which I don't understand. Actually, let me double check my internet to make sure I'm on the right one, which I am. Andy, your question was about the Saratoga Springs.
Is that what he was?
Yeah, he just asked the Saratoga Springs local whiskey. It's pretty good. It's more of a moonshine than it is. It's like an aged moonshine more than it is a whiskey, only because it was aged for less than a year. But if you don't mind that corn taste, it's pretty damn good. So,
What's Clooney? What's he talking about? I don't
don't
really
know.
like Clooney. Is that what that says?
yeah,
Is he talking about freaking
George Clooney. He's an American treasure.
Oh wait,
Maybe there's a Clooney brand.
I guess,
think
or
that's
yeah,
what he's
maybe he's.
talking about.
I haven't heard anything about that. Oh,
Well, he's in the UK, so.
It's probably something we can never get.
yeah,
I'm gonna Google it.
I'm working on it.
Google it.
It
Like-
says George Clooney sells his tequila company.
Oh yeah. He made $1 billion.
Oh yeah, but that's tequila. Tequila's different.
I have no idea.
Tequila is just like, I don't know. I can't
Did he sell it to Anheuser-Busch?
probably.
Oh, here we go. Here comes Greg.
Back to
Here
Greg.
comes beer snob hour.
Yeah,
Eh.
I'm just saying.
If beer tastes good, I'm gonna drink it. I don't give a rat's behind.
Where
Who's funding
who
it?
owns it? Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Greg.
Oh, it's fine. Just when
Can
all
we
the,
still be
when
friends?
when all the local craft breweries dry up because they don't have any shelf space because Anheuser-Busch has bought all of it.
That's what homebrewers are
Here
for.
comes Greg.
Greg's getting salty.
No.
I don't fear that.
I'm just making.
If that happens, then we'll talk about it.
I'm just
Maybe
making
that's when I'll
comments.
stop drinking.
Yeah, that's when
I
I'll
just got Greg fired up.
No.
I'll start
I
making
can
my
see in
own.
his eyes.
I'll start making my own bathtub gin instead of drinking anything like that.
I'll drink plenty of tequila if it's in a margarita. I'm all over it. But other than that, no thanks, dude.
I love tequila.
So George Clooney
wife
accidentally
likes
co-founded
tequila
the
a
tequila
lot.
company, and then he sold it for $1 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's son of a bitch. How can you be so lucky?
I don't know.
And he founded it with
He'd be rich and famous.
Cindy Crawford's
You
husband.
get a lot of luck when you have a lot of money. It's something about money and luck, they kind of go
This
together.
is also very true.
A lot of gassy people.
Whiskey burps. I've been gassy today in general, so.
Well, since I brought up Anheuser-Busch, I have a story.
Gosh.
This was
Here
pretty
we go,
good.
Gregory.
I hope you guys. I'm surprised you guys haven't heard of this.
The ultimate beer conversation with
No.
Greg.
Hey, dude, I have a story. I figured to go into it. Let's see. I'm trying to think of it. Okay, so one of the old CEOs of Anheuser-Busch, he's a Bush. I can't find his name right now.
Is his
but
last name Bush?
It is. It's yeah. But anyway, so
That's a cool.
he
last name.
landed a helicopter in a parking
Old
lot.
Line Woodshop just
Yeah.
commented, "The burps are very manly."
Yes.
AKA Kevin Reed.
You're
what's
welcome.
up?
So he
Kevin Reed? Is that
Yeah.
who's Kevin Reed?
You
Oh,
never
I know
met
Kevin Reed.
He used to work at Johnson's liquor store a lot.
He's a woodworker.
He's like,
He does beautiful woodwork.
Is he Neil's buddy?
Yeah.
yeah.
Glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude's the one who sold me the Buffalo Trace, I
There you
think.
go.
Dark hair kid?
Yeah.
What's up, dude?
That's our buddy,
All right. So
Jeb Bush.
That's a cool dude right there.
all right. So one of the old CEOs of Anheuser-Busch decided to land his helicopter in a parking lot, and then he went to go fly it again, but he was stopped by the police because people reported him because, well, A, he landed his helicopter in a parking lot, and B, he looked incoherent because he was actually on medication and he had been drinking at the
Bush.
time.
He was
So,
drinking Bush.
yeah, probably. Well, maybe, I don't know.
the good shit.
But still, so he was trying to get back into his
world's
helicopter
greatest.
with his wife, hammered, and fly his helicopter, and then they stopped him, and he had a weapon concealed, and he also had medication and other weapons on the helicopter. Which, why do you? Okay, so I know in Maryland to have a carry and conceal, you have to have a reason. I don't see why one of the Bushes has a reason.
I have so many
he does.
reasons, dude. Just the state
I
doesn't want to
wish.
hear any of them.
No, I'm saying
I
the
totally
the
agree.
legality aspect is like, how is he allowed to just have one just because he's rich?
Yeah. That's one of the
Absolutely.
reasons. If
It's
you
all
have
about
X amount of cash
Yeah,
on you
you
per
get to-
day, that's a reason.
Yeah.
If you're a business owner.
Well,
Yeah,
so
but you know he's not carrying
Zach,
cash.
Jeb Bush is a douche.
Oh,
but
my
yeah, so he was put into custody and then he was released the next day. I haven't heard too much about it, but I just thought it was pretty good that he was trying to fly his helicopter drunk.
Well, it happens a lot, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'm going to remove the Jeb Bush comment because that goes against the chat policy.
What's the chat policy?
Chat policy. If you go down to the bottom of the description, live stream chat rules, no racism, no politics, no harassment,
well, I think
no
honestly,
advertising your other channels.
But babe,
English
if someone
only.
says a name, that's not politics.
He was a politician. That's
Wait,
politics.
so you can't talk politics in
Jim
the...
Bob
Or is that
Duggar.
just your rules?
That's my rule.
Oh, dude.
And then we talk about politics. That's
I
like
know. It was a
bullshit.
joke. It was a joke. I didn't ban the poor boy. I just deleted his comment because I was bored.
Yeah, no more of that. No more deleting.
You're not.
It's
the
Sorry,
fucking
Zach.
It's
boss.
your show.
Don't stop.
Man.
Don't stop watching,
Don't
Zach.
stop believing. Zach.
Your opinion is well respected here.
Everybody's opinion matters so much at the.
I'm the
ultimate
one who
moment.
said Jeb Bush was a douche.
I don't give a shit about your opinions. Everybody's just talking so good on everybody's opinions. I figured I'd give my own opinion about not giving a shit.
Zach said ban me. Katie said ban him.
You can't lose a follower.
Yeah,
Yeah, I only got 5
we're
people
running
watching.
too low on
Like,
followers right
I
now.
can't be doing that. Oh man, that was ridiculous.
Once this makes it big, none of our friends are allowed to watch it anymore.
Yeah, right.
Because we won't have any friends.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be so fucking baller by that
We'll
point.
be hanging out with Kanye, dude.
Anyways, while we are talking
thanks.
about politics, real
I was
quick.
gonna say I will never hang out with Kanye.
Not me either. While we were talking about politics, real quick, I just want to bring up that Sean Spicer resigned today. So he was the Speaker of the House,
They're
Okay.
not
was-
Speaker of the House.
or
He's
he
the
was
press
the
secretary.
press secretary. I'm sorry, but yeah, he resigned, which that kind of sucks because like now Saturday Night Live doesn't have as much to make fun of,
Right.
because they were ragging on him pretty good there
Nice.
like every week. But I mean,
I just don't care about that.
it's just, I think it's so funny. Just, I don't know. It's so ridiculous over there. Nothing seems to be
It's all
going too
ridiculous.
well.
Yeah.
It just seems like a shit show.
Yeah, it's not going to do well
No,
for a long time.
no.
No.
It doesn't matter who's in there. It's just
Unfortunately,
not
we're
going
only
to do
like
well.
1/8 of the
Zach's
way
calling for a
through.
ban of you now.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna ban me.
Yeah.
And then one more quick thing, just on politics is Senator John McCain was diagnosed with a brain
Yeah.
tumor,
That's unfortunate.
which I think is very unfortunate.
It's unfortunate
'cause-
for anyone. I don't
right,
care.
but I liked John McCain.
yeah,
Like,
I mean, he's.
I
legit,
almost
dude.
voted for John McCain until Sarah Palin was his running mate. So I mean, that's just my one thing on that.
Palin's got good hair, though.
I
Not
mean,
good enough. Fuck.
I mean, she was a MILF,
Yeah.
but I can't. No, she was kind of nuts.
I would vote for Leslie Knope,
I don't know who that is.
Parks and Recreation.
I was gonna say, why does that sound familiar to me? No, it's not. It must not be politics.
And that
Greg.
is our portion of politics. So, I don't know if I should even give like a preemptive beer break already.
Yes.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, I guess
All
so.
right, hold on. A half hour in, we're already
Everybody
doing
go get a
break.
beer and don't.
So everybody that is here, we are going to take a quick break and take a beer break. We will be right back and listen to this music.
My video.
What are you going to
way
listen
off.
to?
Right now, we're going to listen to Social Distortion, followed by some Three Loco.
Step in the club and we looking real neato. I be getting bitches with my blue tuxedo. We're neato, like a giraffe in a speedo. What's up, Sonny? K-Pasta Mijo. Chillin' with Rihanna out in Puerto Rico. Rico. She ate my coconut cause she thought it was a Zico.
Yeah, Nito. I beat up the block like Steven Seagal. Pour a phone to Pellegrino, driving backwards through Reno. Corn inside of Doritos. Go ahead, shoot the free throw. I pull up at the casino, Candy Cheeto, Steamboat, Desert Eagle. Flash the Buick Regal. I pull up on you people, buttercream Beetle.
Neato, neato, neat, neat, neato, 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 neat, neat, neato. We're neato, we're neato. Look, Mom, we're neato. Look, kids, we're neato. We're really neato. Neato, burrito, hold the chorizo. Snitches get stitches, shout out to Lilo. Fuck cocaine, my cock's like a kilo. And you know I be stacking more dough than philo. Your mama suck my dick, tell her keep it on the D-Lo. I keep it underground, you're commercial like Vivo.
Case closed, never seen before. Blow it up, C4, hide the Benz by the seashore. All about the pesos, 10 seconds C-note. Next year I'm in the movies, Tarantino. I'm in the Costa Rica, piece of Totino. You got a low self-esteem, you can rent my ego.
Neato, neato, neat, neat, neato, 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 neat, neat, neato. We're neato, we're neato. Look, Mom, we're neato. Look, kids, we're neato. We're really neato. Neato, neato, neat, neat, neato, 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 neat, neat, neato. We're neato, we're neato. Look, Mom, we're neato.
Neato, butt naked in the El Camino. I'm white like Barry, not brown like Nino. Dirt nasty. Don't ask me what's neato while I'm shitting on the track like Waka Flocka Seagulls. Evil. Don't look through the peephole unless you wanna see your grandma sitting on my meat pole. Locked up in Chino, got shanked by a Latino for a bag of hot Fritos. My dick, my spaghetti. Neato. Still whip it like Devo, cause my dick's short and fat like Danny DeVito. Barely legal, hotter than a jalapeno when she dropped to her knees and did the Tim Tebow.
Neato, neato, neat, neat, neato, 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 neat, neat, neato. We're neato, we're neato. Look, Mom, we're neato. Look, kids, we're neato. Neato, neato, neat, neat, neato, 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 neat, neat, neato. We're neato, we're neato. Look, Mom, we're neato. We're really neato.
Nicotine.
Yeah, down with the sickness.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, jeez.
Disturbed.
Is that what we're gonna play next? Disturbed, Down with the Sickness. The little red light is next to live. That means you will be up to date with where we're at, and
It's not very
behind.
far behind now.
No,
No,
right.
everything
showing me
should be
drinking my
signed
Nalgene.
up. I was thinking about
me try it on here, dude.
It's pretty fucking hot.
Somebody go grab it. I'll try it.
It's pretty damn
I ain't
hot.
scared of that stuff.
But so the first time I tried it, it burnt. Take a break. So ridiculous. So the first time I tried it, it just tore me apart.
Yeah.
But I think the more and more
What'd you have it on?
my finger.
Oh.
Like I
Jake,
just
you have
Come on, Jake.
that image keeps popping up.
oh, I got it back down. I keep trying to click the meme board and then it keeps popping up. But I don't know. It just burnt the shit out of my mouth. But like now I've eaten it like 3 or 4 times in the week, and it's just really good. But we'll have to bring it in. We'll see what you think. Do you want to just try it? You want to try it on chip?
No,
or
just put it on my hand. I'll put it on my fingers.
It's crazy though because the hole for the to get it out is like so tiny.
Yeah,
it's like you really got to shake.
I have like
out
3 or 4 habanero sauces at the house, so I'm not too worried about it.
It was pretty good though, but
Tabasco is the OG, man. So like seriously, hot sauce did not exist until Tabasco.
Right.
So
I keep getting that there. That's what I want.
Chips.
Oh, now you're getting real fancy because you brought the other thing. Can I have that?
I saw that in there.
Yeah. So this is Chef Tommy Stewart's habanero preserves, which is also really spicy but really really good.
Yeah.
So definitely try that too.
Here we go.
If you can put that over there.
Watch your head.
It really takes a lot. It really takes a lot to get that shit out of there.
Oh, so Jake, pretty much.
You want to get on this, dude?
Yeah, I kind of do. So the hot sauce is finally done, Jake. By the way.
Hot sauce.
Yeah, the hot sauce.
What are you, 13, dude?
Dude, my shit's been fucked up.
Greg drank all that hot sauce.
Yeah.
That you got him for his
That was
birthday.
gone finally.
The half gallon of hot sauce.
Yeah, and half of the Chipotle one's gone too.
This is just real good.
That is.
It
really
is good. It's got some heat behind it though, because I always think like, oh, Tabasco ain't shit. But then when I saw that, I was like, that's enticing.
I don't know about you, Jake. This isn't that hot, dude.
Really, it burnt me up the first time.
Why is my mouth watering
You
so
make sure
bad?
you shake it up really good. Shake it up really good, and then try it.
Oh, I can't.
Here we go.
It does say shake well on it, but I forgot to mention that.
I mean, it definitely has some heat to it. It's not crazy.
Yeah, it's not like it's non-existent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the first time it burnt the shit out of me, but like I said, I've been eating it for a while now. It's pretty damn good. But like, have you ever had something that's too hot that like you just like unstoppable pain?
Not yet, but I think in 2 weeks when me and Sean do the challenge, I probably will.
Yeah, I mean, I'm almost like wanting to like even do it with you guys.
Yeah,
I'll let it be your guys' thing because you got it planned out. But like, I might have to try at least all the sauces.
You can try it
yeah,
behind
you
the
can
camera.
do that. We're gonna have
Yeah.
dude. We're gonna have at
A
least.
feast.
We're gonna do 10 sauces, but we're gonna have present at least 15 to 20 sauces at the house on that night. So we're gonna have a ton of stuff to just try for sure. But one of our rules is you have to eat the entire wing. Like on hot ones, they can take one bite and toss it.
I think that's bullshit.
We're down in the whole wing.
Like, did you ever watch the one with Charlemagne the God?
Yeah, he's a puss.
But he ate the entire wing.
He's a puss.
He also went through an entire 2 pitchers of water.
Yeah, he
but
did. I'm gonna try
hey,
this stuff
he
too.
finished it out.
So
that stuff is fire. It's so good. Like fire as in like it's so good. It's hot.
It's spicy.
But it's so delicious.
It smells weird.
Kevin says he has some Baron West Indian hot sauce from Granada.
Oh wow,
Jeez
that would definitely be
Louise.
something.
I don't know. It sounds super fancy. Might sound. I guess it also sounds kind of hot. Maybe I don't know.
Well, what's a pepper?
I don't know. He just has the name of it.
Katie says Charlemagne the God is fucking dope.
Oh, shut up.
I like him. You don't like him? He's just like an arrogant motherfucker.
Zach said eats the bones too.
Eat the bones. I ate the bones. Oh shit! My fucking
Charlemagne likes himself too much.
Oh yeah, he is full of himself. Don't get me that. Don't get me.
I'm
wrong.
sure every day Charlemagne is not like that. I'm sure that's a
you think,
on air.
You think that's the way he acts?
Did you like it, John?
Yeah, it's really
jelly.
good.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's spicier than the Tabasco.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But
now you want to try it?
It's still
it's really good. Me and Aubry
doable.
like the pepper stuff, like the pepper jellies and stuff. It's so good.
Yeah.
I'll pickle you guys jars of hots. How's that
Yeah,
sound?
I would
I'll
love
make
that.
you a jar. I got so many jalapenos, I don't know what to do with them. So
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I try to get
Me and
all.
Greg will take some.
okay.
Yes, pickle party.
That sounds sexy.
will
Stinky
be.
pickle. Stinky pickle is my Xbox handle.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, I was like 17 when I came up with it.
But you kept it.
Bo Jackson.
You never changed it though.
And nobody reported him
I
either.
haven't used it since then.
Oh yeah.
They got food.
Did you know that Zach used to have the Xbox gamer tag "I hate Asia," and they made him delete it? Like they changed his name to a random name without him knowing. So one day he signed on and his name was Happy Fawn.
It's freedom of speech, dude.
And I mean, I think
And
it's
he's
just
Asian. He's fucking
yeah.
Asian.
The thing that gets me is the poor boy is Asian. He's half Filipino. Like
Is that Asian, though?
yes,
It is.
yes, it
Because
is.
I feel like someone yelled at me for saying that.
Okay, if it's
No, it's definitely
okay, so if it wasn't Asian, what continent would it have been?
An island, right?
There's 7 continents,
Hawaii is an island and it's part of the United States.
It's not.
which
attached
is
to
also a
continent.
part of the continent of
It's a country,
North
not
America.
a continent. Isn't there?
Zach says it's Africa.
Yeah, Africa. That's why his dick is purple.
Oh, by the way, I'm really glad that we're eating hot sauce in this really hot room.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to get your sweat up a little
I know.
more.
I'm gonna have
Let's
to change shirts again.
yeah. Do you need me to cut your mic off so you guys can like talk
Yeah, we
about
got
it?
Oh, we're good now. Thank you.
I only brought it up because someone tried to correct me. I was just asking.
What
It made
con-
my nose run a little bit.
Yeah.
what continent is Russia?
Asia?
I didn't want you to answer.
Oh.
I'm not a geography fucking student. I'm an artist, okay?
Red,
Smoked pot in high school.
red and blue makes.
Red and blue make purple.
Okay, thank you.
What
Oh,
are
My
the
brain's kind
What are
of
the 3 primary colors?
yellow, red, and blue.
Dope. Those are the only 3
Dope.
colors you need when tie-dyeing a shirt. FYI.
Or doing anything.
Now that I
you can
know.
paint that.
True.
you make every color in the world.
You can, dude.
So I don't even know if I want to talk about how I got to this topic, but yeah. So I wanted to ask the question: do you manscape?
Yeah.
Like, okay, and then you?
Yes.
Okay, because I might manscape like once a year.
Oh, wow.
So I was checking it out today, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
It's true.
I'm
It's a
so
true
sorry.
Yeah,
story. Me too.
I've manscaped in a variety of different methods as well.
methods.
Yes.
What about shapes and patterns?
No, I haven't done shapes and patterns, but I have used multiple methods. Pretty much every way you can remove, except I never waxed my junk. I couldn't bring myself to do that one.
Did you nair it once?
I have. Dude, it just comes right off. You just wipe it off.
Yeah, I remember I got nair on my balls one time.
If
and
you
it
don't
just-
clean it all off, you...
Oh, yeah,
it's
that
bad.
just becomes...
It's back. It went offline for a second. but
that
it came
becomes
back.
just bad news.
Oh, it was terrible. But it just was so easy.
It's
There's no leftover patches underneath your ball sack. It's just...
I don't know, dude. That's some sketchy shit.
Mine's
But Katie's just
mine's
hating
for
on me
comfort
today.
at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Well, then, I mean, I don't really. I think I
even,
need
like-
to pick up my my grooming. I just.
I was gonna say, you don't even groom you like your face.
You don't gotta go
That's
like
true too. My
you
beard
don't
is
have
like
to
ridiculous.
go crazy every time. You
Well,
just
like-
trim it up, dude.
But yeah, like okay. So my question is like, what about the balls? Like,
Leave
how do
them
you?
be. What's it
Yeah,
matter?
no, because the balls are hairy. My balls are hairy.
Then you just take
you
the
set
clippers as
aside
close
like
to
an
the skin as you
hour,
can.
and then you
No.
can take out...
Exactly.
No,
that would
no,
take too
no.
much time.
It
No,
does
dude,
take
you
some
just
time.
take the trimmers as close as you can around the globe, and that's it.
Ask Aubry how many times I've tried to manscape and I get like scabs on my ball sack because like the clippers like.
Oh, you pinch a shit, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You don't put clippers on ball skin.
Yeah, I've given up on that. I use a razor now.
Well, I don't have a razor. I guess I'm gonna have to buy a real razor. I'm not gonna use my safety razor, a single blade razor. I'm just gonna scalp my nutsack.
Take some scissors and just trim it.
Scissors.
Oh,
very
carefully.
carefully.
That's like an entire day.
With the clippers.
Yeah,
I'm just
saying, don't let your shit grow out too long, right?
My shit is long right now.
I
I
don't
mean,
really have that much ball hair, babe.
I don't know. I feel like I do.
Zach says his are slick as a baby seal.
I feel like
just
ball
hate
hair
it.
is the least important out of everything else.
Agreed.
All right,
Yeah.
then I'll just leave the balls the way they are. But my shit's like a forest right now. It's
Horrible.
so.
That's uncomfortable.
It's natural. But
I don't feel like but I also feel like it's a double standard though because I feel
But pants aren't natural. That's the thing. Like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
if I didn't wear pants, I would let it all grow. Because then it's, then that's...
It's a protection.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's natural sunblocker.
Keeps bugs away.
Not originally designed to wear
Greg.
pants.
Yo, Kevin says he uses his safety razor and he says it's easy peasy.
It
That's the only
depends on
reason
your
he still
skin
has a
type. It
razor.
depends
You
on your
can't do
hair
it. You have to
follicles.
do it while balls are
It
shriveled.
depends.
Balls have to be shriveled in order to shave them.
No, dude, you gotta do a full squeeze, so you gotta smooth the area and just.
You got to give the brain
Uh-uh.
to yourself.
When it shrivels, it's much more rigid.
Yeah, but then you have the ridges.
I don't know.
I just don't do razor to bare balls. I just don't do that. I did that
yeah,
a
that
long time
scares
ago
the
when I was
shit
young
out of
and
me.
dumb, dude.
It's scary, but I haven't cut myself with one.
I bet it smells like peat moss down there. No, it doesn't. I fucking keep that shit nice and.
I like the smell of peat moss. That
Gross.
was a
I
bad.
feel if I have too much
What'd you
ball
say?
hair,
Did
then
you-
when
I
I
like the
use my
smell of
ball
peat
powder,
moss.
it's probably just like a.
That's terrible.
Probably have to use less because it wouldn't run down my leg. It would just collect in
We're
the hair.
losing listeners as we talk about man.
No,
we're up to 6.
We're up to 6.
We were at
killing
8 a
it
minute
right
ago.
now.
Oh, were we?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
It's okay.
I shaved them all the way when they're loosey goosey. Oof, that's scary. I hate when my ball sack's like super loose because it's like real hot. It's just like this, like I don't know.
That's why I powder, dude. You got to powder all the time.
Yeah, but that doesn't make your
Such
shit
a waste
like
of powder.
I don't know.
I had to powder twice today.
You're all about your powder. You swear by that shit.
Well, stop disc golfing in 108 degrees.
Yeah. Why are you even outside today? Today is not the day.
Because I wanted to play disc golf.
After
Yeah,
giving
I
blood-
like to
have
do
time.
a lot of things, but like when it's fucking hot out, I didn't even ride a motorcycle today because I knew I'd be like sweating as soon as I stopped.
I wanted to play. It wasn't too bad.
You're just
I
more of
just
a man
sweat a
than
lot.
me, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, Russell was out there too. It wasn't just me.
Yeah,
And I
well.
can't get Russell to do anything. I hope you would watch this, Russell, when you hear that.
Oh, man.
Ooh, shots fired.
No, he's always busy. He literally is always doing something. He's going to Florida and then somewhere else next month in like 2 weeks straight.
Better you.
Russell needs the sun, though.
Didn't. Like a deflated bubble yum bubble.
That's what-
So gross.
If you don't shave your balls, that's what it looks like. It looks like you drop gum on the floor. Like
If you don't, or if you do.
if you don't shave, that's
Your
what like,
balls?
my hairs are just like it's like it picked up a bunch of hair.
Oh, I got you.
Because
I
it's
got
like
you.
a bunch
Like
of little-
gum under the couch.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
gross. That is so gross to even think about.
Wow.
All right, so now we got the whole ball conversation, the wiener conversation out of the way. Have to
Wait,
at least one of
you-
those.
oh,
Oh, we
so
have
you-
more.
Oh, you're done with it? I thought we could just.
What about poop stories?
I draw the line at poop.
What?
What? What do you?
We just talked about balls, and not everyone have balls.
Yeah,
Even
but-
girls poop, bro.
Yeah, but I don't know. What do you have a new poop story? What do you want to talk about that happened
I
this
got
week
3 or
about
4
your
poop
turds?
stories a day, dude.
Yeah, see, no, not me. That means you poop a lot.
A lot of pooping.
I'm regular.
That's-
I eat a lot
That's
more than
your
most people.
If 4 a day is regular, I guess that's your regular.
I probably eat 4 times as much as you, though.
So are these just regular?
Yeah.
You're talking about you pooping stories, or are they like accidents that you've had?
Nah, just regular stories.
Because I feel like they have
I'm just
to
telling
be
you,
a
I could tell
story.
you 4 different poop stories
Yeah.
about today.
Well,
None
it's
of them were cool today.
Well, it's just like I was sitting in the bathroom and I pooped
Yeah, there.
on my
Ta-da.
phone.
That's
I was
John's
on my
poop
phone, yeah.
story.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Do you have any interesting ones?
I've got nothing. Nothing lately.
I almost
That's
shit
what
my
we need
pants today
Evan
at
for.
work.
Evan poops himself like once a month.
I almost pooped myself today at work, actually. I thought it was going to be a fart, and it wasn't. But luckily, I stuck it in between the cheeks and got to the bathroom.
That's good.
Because, like I said, I think I've said this before. Well, not on here, but I allow myself one shart a year. So
I've had mine this year.
So
what are you guys doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
He keeps whining like you want something.
He wants attention.
Yeah, he's a dog. He wants everything.
Just thought I did something.
Anyways, moving on. Greg, do you have any news you want to talk about tonight?
I got one other story. Let me go ahead and find this. All right, so I don't know if you guys heard about this. It's pretty interesting. So a guy in Australia, he had a can of beer that he wanted to take wherever it was he was going. I can't find the exact locations right now. Oh wait. Okay, so he was in Melbourne. He was trying to go to Perth, and he had a beer. It's something export. It doesn't say the name, but there is. So he goes to the airport. They won't let him take it onto the plane. So he decides that he's going to check his beer, just the beer by itself, no other luggage. So he checks it in, and they actually take it from him, and they put one of the stickers that you usually put on your luggage. They put the sticker on it, and they put it on the plane. And so he gets to where he was going, and he was waiting in line at the baggage claim where the little roundabout thing is, and sure enough, around comes his beer that's tagged, and it's just sit there spinning around circles on the
ridiculous.
luggage claim.
Like, there it is. Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, that even happened.
Yeah.
And it was even possible. Boggles my mind.
Now
that's only because he was in Australia.
Right. Now, he did get to cheat a little bit, though. Here's a quote from him. My mate works at the airport, and we hatched a plan as a laugh. So he did have a buddy that was working there, but
okay.
he said I didn't expect it to come up on the other end, but it did make it. So somebody, because I mean his buddy works there, but he's not. I don't think he was one of the baggage guys. So the baggage guys found it. They're like, all right, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and send this through.
That's so ridiculous.
Absolutely. It would have been better if it showed up that it was empty. Like somebody drank it. And
that would have been even
it's
better.
Like, we had to
actually.
test it. Sorry.
No, but wouldn't that technically be stealing? That'd be like if you had a ticket on your bag and your bag showed up and it didn't have anything in it.
Yeah,
but they have to actually search some of the things. So if they had to search the beer, I guess they could open it and then just hope for the best it stayed in there.
I mean, it's almost a joke in itself that it even made it as far as it did. So, I mean, if they wanted to be dicks, I'm sure they could have been dicks. Because, like, there's no way that guy really thought that was going to make it through like that.
Right. Which, dude, it's like, this kind of blows my mind. I didn't realize before 9/11 you were allowed to take six-packs on the airplane. Did you know that?
No.
I just heard that today. Somebody was talking about on the beer podcast.
Oh, it's probably because like there wasn't a limitation on liquids.
Yeah, so you were allowed to take six-packs on the airplane. It's like,
because you can still take liquor.
Yeah, but you have to have it in the little airplane bottles.
You got to have it in little airplane bottles, and you have to have it a certain size.
Thanks a lot, Bin Laden.
Yeah, dude, that's like that kind of life we live. So much cooler. Could just take six-packs on the plane. It'd be way cheaper. You'd save a lot of money on the airplane.
I mean, honestly, though, like a Bud Light is only like $5.
Only?
Oh, is it?
That's not that bad. Like
know,
when you're thinking about it, like, or you get actually a airplane bottle of Jack Daniels is only $5. I feel like that's still a decent deal.
Yeah, it's not bad. I don't remember. I just went on my credit card.
I mean, yeah. Well, me and Aubrey, like the last time that we went to Charleston, on the way down there, we each got a drink on the plane, and they never charged us for it. So,
oh, nice.
That's because you landed before you were done drinking.
Probably.
No. But
and actually, that reminds me of the airport thing. Flying Dog is actually opening up a spot in BWI.
That's cool.
So now,
are they going to take over the Duclaw spot?
No, they have their own. Duclaw's still going to be there. I think Flying Dog is actually behind the gate. So now, before the gate, you can have beers at Duclaw, and then you can go behind the gate and have beers at Flying Dog.
I feel like that's the dumbest place to have a bar is before the gate. I guess it's for the people that are waiting for people to come out.
Right, yeah.
Because there's no way you'll ever see me at that place, because when I get to the airport, I want to get through like security, and that way then I can relax.
See, I risked it. Although there was nobody in line when I got
you
there.
would risk it.
I was like, oh, you know what? Well, I could see security. You could see security from it. So if there's a huge line, then you just get in line.
Yeah, I don't know.
But there was nobody in line. I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and have a beer or two. And then,
but that's my thing. If there's nobody in security, that means I'm gonna fucking knock this shit out and not have to worry about it. I don't know. I wanted
to be able to sleep on the airplane, so I had a couple beers. It didn't work.
Yeah, I hate flying.
I've done it so much that it's just another thing for me.
Yeah, it's not. I don't mind it.
Normally it's me getting on the plane and I'm almost asleep before it even moves out of the gate.
Yeah, my brother is always asleep before it takes off, but I hate it.
See, I just am super excited because I'm going somewhere, so I can't sleep, and I don't really think about being on a plane. But I'm like, all right, I'm bored. I need to find something to do, so I end up watching stuff on my phone or something.
By the way, everybody that's watching right now, do me a favor and smash that motherfucking like button, because I could go for that. But
6 likes.
I hope so. 6 likes would be great. Aubry is ready for bed after 1 hour. Aubry didn't think it would last until 11, but I think we're rolling pretty well. I'm running out of topics, though.
It lasted that long last time.
Till 11, yeah. She didn't think it'd last this long. I gotta take a drink. But, I don't know. Is Greg...
Dude, I'm not as prepared this time.
Yeah, but you got to remember some of your current events of what's going on in the beer world this time, because you were talking last night about it. I think people might be a little interested in it.
Yeah. Well, another thing that I just found out. Okay, so last time we were talking about the Brewers Association coming out with that seal.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things I just heard. So the Brewers Association, it's kind of like it's a big thing. They promote craft beer and all this stuff. Well, Flying Dog decided that they no longer want to be part of the Brewers Association. I don't know if it's specifically because of that label thing, but the Brewers Association also decided that for any brewery if breweries enter beer into their big Great American Beer Festival, and their labels or their or the names of the beers are lewd or like sexist or anything along those lines, then they won't. If they win an award, they won't announce the brewery, and the brewery's not allowed to promote that they won the award.
Wow.
And I guess Flying Dog kind of sees that as being they're kind of like taking away
censorship,
freedom. Yeah, and their big thing is freedom of speech and all that stuff. I mean, they spend all this time fighting against, I think it was Michigan, that allowed them to have Raging Bitch distributed there, but they didn't want to have it there because the name of it was Raging Bitch. Which, I mean, I guess there's two sides of the coin. I kind of see both sides. Like, I mean, they might be kind of being a little bit childish, just like, oh, we're not going to be part of your club anymore. But I don't know. I see what their side is too. It's like, yeah, you don't want to be censored. You already have to go through the label company to make sure that your beer is approved through there, and then you also have to go through something else. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm on Flying Dog's side on that one.
Yeah. I can see it, yeah, but I understand that they like the Brewers Association, they don't want to have a bad name, so they don't want to have stuff that could look poorly on them, so they don't want people to be part of it. But they weren't kicking Flying Dog out.
That's a far cry, dude.
Yeah, but they weren't kicking Flying Dog out. They decided they just wanted to back out just in case.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
PC culture is pissing on so many things right now. Yeah. That's like, so stupid.
Especially like craft beer. Like craft beer is like
get over yourself.
It just seems so ridiculous.
Yeah.
If you're offended by the name on a craft beer can, then you're about one of the most weak-minded people I've ever met in my life.
But I mean, it even plays off of their stuff, though.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That's the thing. Like Raging Bitch, it's based off of a female dog. Like that's so much of their name and their brand, which I don't know. It's just so stupid.
Yeah. But
so
are they mad because the kids would get like offended? But I mean,
children. Yeah.
Why are you bringing your kid into the liquor store? Like, I'm just like a little.
It's all about the PC thing. It doesn't have anything to do with age or kids or anything like that. It's all about trying to be politically correct. It's all it's about, and that's stupid.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then, yeah.
Anthony
that's all
Bourdain can suck my dick if
Yeah.
he doesn't give a shit about craft beer.
Who?
Anthony Bourdain. He's like
That dude's a douchebag.
Yeah. Somebody just opened up a new restaurant in Baltimore. I don't know if it was Anthony Bourdain or somebody else, but another one of the big, well-named chefs opened up something in Baltimore.
I still haven't gone to the Horseshoe Casino because I want to go there because that chef Aaron Sanchez, he's like always on like the Food Network and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a restaurant in the casino that I kind of want to try out.
Where?
The Horseshoe in Baltimore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got like a Mexican
I
restaurant.
like
in
that
there.
guy.
Yeah, he's dope. He's like got tattoos all over his fucking hands, and they
He's
don't
on
give a shit.
Chopped sometimes.
Oh yeah, he's always on Chopped. But the other guy, you ever seen the dude Carl Ruiz? He's like the Cuban guy that's kind of fat with the glasses.
I've probably seen him, but I
Anyways,
don't know.
he's funny because like I was listening to him on like on Sirius and on like a talk radio show, and that dude is nothing like he is on the television shows. It's like he is like this foul mouthed, stupid.
Most
like,
of them probably
yeah,
are.
I mean, they're in the fucking culinary industry.
Yeah, I mean,
which,
you're
like,
on
they're-
network television. You can't
Yeah, exactly.
be yourself.
Did you? Oh, and back to Hot Ones. Did you watch the Guy Fieri one?
Of course I did.
That was pretty fucking good.
Dude, Guy Fieri is
Yo,
goat.
take you down to Flavor Town.
That is the goat. Anthony Bourdain wishes he was as cool as Guy Fieri.
It's true. It's true. Katie says goodnight because we
Sorry,
talk shit on
Katie.
the
Sorry, I
Anthony
don't like
Bourdain.
Anthony Bourdain.
He is
I
turd.
still like you.
Exactly. That's all that really matters is the love in the room.
Bourdain takes himself too serious.
So what did you think you liked? So you liked the hot pepper jelly?
chip.
You thought that was legit?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I like that shit too.
I'm not sure exactly how I would utilize it. Like
I
I wouldn't
like-
just dip a bunch of chips in it.
Now, what I like to do is we get like good Triscuits, and then we do like spread that on the Triscuit, throw a piece of like sharp cheddar cheese on it. So fucking good.
Yeah, I can dig that.
Yeah. But has anybody been to the Shake Shack yet up in Christiana?
No.
I need to
No.
make it up there. I want that. They have beer up there too, which is always good with the burger.
I didn't even hear about it.
We almost went. The last time me and my wife were up there, we almost went, but we didn't. I think we went where did we go? I think we drove all the way home and went to Pizza Boy.
Oh my God. There's a really cool bison restaurant up there too, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's
What's it
all
called?
Montana.
Montana.
Is it on that new side over there?
Yeah.
where all
Yeah,
that new
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
is?
yeah, yeah.
Huh.
It's super good. Super
Is it?
good.
I'll
Yeah, I
have
had
to try
like a
that out.
bison burger. It was like super
Yeah, so
nice.
Shake Shack, like if you look up the best burgers in New York City, Shake Shack always comes up, which I find very impressive because Shake Shack is now a chain, but it originated in New York City. So I mean, I feel like you have to try it.
Well, I think Shake Shack is kind of like it's a chain that has a gourmet chef, and I think people always compare Shake Shack with In-N-Out, and In-N-Out is just a really good quality fast food joint.
Have you ever had it?
I've had In-N-Out. Yeah.
Oh, see, I want it so bad.
That was years ago.
Yeah.
I'm talking 10 years ago.
I want to try it so bad. I've never had the
I remember it
chance.
being good. I don't remember. I was
Yeah.
coming home from a missions trip to Mexico, so
Oh,
really
wow.
all I cared about was that I was back in the States. That was when I found out that out of the country missions was not my calling.
So, talking about food, I have to tell you guys about the sandwich that I had today.
Yeah.
So, went to Chaps, which actually Chaps is also becoming a chain restaurant. They have 2 locations now. I was in the Aberdeen one. They have.
I love Chaps
They
so much, but I've never been to the original one.
Yeah.
I've only been to the Aberdeen
Oh,
one.
okay. I mean, they're both it's just as good as Aberdeen. So they have a hidden item on your menu, and it's called the Baltimore Bad Boy Club. So it's a club sandwich. So it's got, but instead of using white bread, they use potato bread, which they grill. So it's got the 3 pieces of bread.
Is it a bun?
No, it's slices of
potato bread.
Yeah.
See, that's fucking cool.
It's got the 3 slices of bread. It's got the bacon. It's got lettuce. It's got tomato. But then it also has pit ham, pit beef, and macaroni and cheese on it.
What?
Dude, it's so good.
Sounds like
Fuck.
Is that what you sent me a picture of on
Yes.
Snapchat?
Say that one more
Gosh,
time.
dude.
So
Pit ham.
yeah, I'll go ahead and go through the levels.
Just
So
level
where
it
is this?
down for me.
that's it. It's in Aberdeen. It's
Right next to like Olive Tree.
yeah, right next to Olive
Yep,
Tree near
Olive
the Home
Tree and
Depot.
like Green Turtle.
What's the
and
place called?
Chaps.
Chaps.
You never been to Chaps?
Oh, no, I've never
You've
been there. I know where it is,
been?
but I've never been
Oh
there.
my God! Let's go tomorrow, please.
So, all right, so it goes piece of potato bread, lettuce, pit beef, tomato, piece of bread, pit ham, macaroni and cheese, piece of potato bread.
Holy
crap.
shit!
Lose the
Holy
tomato and the
No, dude, because
lettuce
it still tastes like a club sandwich, which is cool.
That's fucking
but it has all
dope.
the other stuff too.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
It was good. I was like, because they posted a photo of it on their website, but then I don't see it on the menu. I'm like, I hope they have it at the Aberdeen one. It's not just
No
the Baltimore
shit.
one.
What was it called?
They call it the Triple B, but it's the Baltimore Bad Boy Club.
Yeah, I want that.
Yeah.
Bad.
And that was I had to fast I had to fast this morning because I had to do the blood work. So
Totally
I was
worth
like,
it, right?
so hungry. It's like I was looking around like literally all day, pretty much all day at work. I was just trying to figure out what I was going to eat today.
Making it even worse.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what am I going to eat? I got to find something really good on my way to go play disc golf. And I found it.
Yeah, Chaps is amazing. You know, Chaps was on Triple B.
They were
Yeah, boy.
In Baltimore?
Yeah.
That's cool.
The original Chaps is in the Gold Club strip club parking lot.
Yep.
So, like I said, I have not been to the original one, but like you said, it's just as good either way. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's pretty awesome.
Some people say it's different, but I don't know what they're talking about.
They're high.
Yeah.
Trying to think of anything else that I have to talk about. Do you have anything to talk about, babe?
I don't have personally anything to talk about now.
What were you gonna say? What were you mouthing to me?
We missed Snow Globe again.
I
Another
got to
snow
try
globe.
it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, when I remember I said I could try it, but I couldn't bring any cans back.
Did you see
Oh.
the
Did you see
his
sign
face?
of
It was like-
disappointment?
Yeah.
His face just.
No, I tried to
sunk.
get cans of it. They wouldn't let me They wouldn't sell me cans.
Whatever, dude.
You could ask Becca; she was there. It was funny because I went inside to get
I
it.
hope they sell to Anheuser-Busch.
But it was funny. I went inside to get it, and Becca stayed in the car. I'm like, I'm just gonna get cans. I'll be back. And then he's like, yeah, we can't do cans. I'm like, well, I have to try it. So like, can I get a pint? And I just kept looking out the window while Becca was sitting in the car. And I'm like, I'm getting a beer. And then she's like, she just comes in. And she's like, why did you just tell me to come in? And I'm like, I was just gonna drink it really fast. She's like, you don't have to chug it.
Crunch. I can even hear that from here. Here's a little piece of news that's pretty interesting. Elon Musk claims that he has verbal approval for the Hyperloop. Do you know what the Hyperloop is?
I have no idea.
So the Hyperloop is something that he's created, and basically, you know when you go to the bank and you got to put something in the tube, and it
Yeah.
goes sucks through, and it's
Right.
like, yeah, for people.
Oh, dude. Like
Yeah.
Futurama.
Stupid.
No, it's awesome.
700 miles an hour.
Yes.
DC
What?
to NYC.
No.
You get
What?
there like that.
It's
That's
not
not
true.
true.
I'm telling you, it's true.
Okay.
It's
So-
not
That's not
It's
good
totally
for your brain
doable.
matter.
I'm sure they're gonna do
700 miles
tests
an
on
hour.
it.
What's that cost
It's cost
To-
to make or to go.
to go?
I guarantee you it's not that expensive.
Yeah, I mean, there's no.
So okay, so
What's
a
it,
couple
just air
things.
pushing you?
Yeah.
Vacuum.
So a couple things about this story. First of all,
There's
he did
no
not
way.
necessarily he did not get verbal approval. I think he called somebody and someone was like, "Okay," and then he was like, "I got." He said something like during a speech this week that at some conference or whatever that he had, that he got an okay, right? And I was like, "Oh my god, he got approval!" And so then he had to correct himself a couple hours later and be like, "No, I didn't get any government approval." So he doesn't have any
Oh.
government approval because you have to think about
Dude,
it.
there is
For all the
so-
places.
Go ahead.
Yeah, all the places between like New York City and DC, you have cities, you have state, like all these fucking regulations and laws that you have to get through to approve something like that. And also, he works with companies that would actually do this. He doesn't necessarily have he doesn't have the ability to do it right now.
It's not Tesla.
It's not, yeah.
It's not.
It's
gonna
not Tesla.
Right.
Yes.
It's
He works
actually
with another-
It's
he-
called the Boring Company.
Right.
Yeah.
So his company would actually drill the hole, but there's another company that would actually provide the service and everything else that would go in. So I mean, it's pretty fucking cool if
Yeah,
it
it would be
happens,
so
as long as they
cool.
don't like
Yeah.
knock my house down for it
It's
because
not
I'm
gonna
somewhere in
happen.
between.
So what do you
It's
send
not
like
happening.
one down the chute at a time? Like
I
what
think
if
it's
it gets
two.
clogged?
No, I think it's two.
Yeah,
I mean, what if you're a little
exactly.
heavy?
There's
I mean,
so many
there's so
different
many
sizes of people
Physics.
that's not.
Well, no, you're
there's
going
way.
into it.
No fat people
You're
allowed.
going into like a pill. I'm assuming because you
It's
can't
like
just
a
put a
capsule.
person in
Yeah,
there. Yeah,
it's like
Yeah.
a capsule in a
yeah.
seat.
You go into a pill with like a capsule, and they
That will not happen in our lifetime.
Yes, it will, man.
Possible.
Yeah,
Definitely
it's gonna
not.
Let's make a
happen.
bet.
So
There is no public
You want to make a bet on it right
transportation
now?
in
What-
Let's shake
America.
on it on camera.
All right.
and
So
then when does this bet
I-
end?
Yeah, exactly. When
All right,
one
in
of
our
us
lifetime.
dies.
Why
In
can't
our
they just
lifetime.
put more
All
trains
all right,
up?
I'm gonna go ahead and agree with John on this one because remember those super fast trains that they were supposed to be making?
Yeah, the bullet train.
Yeah, that like they've been working on one in California for like 10 years. It's still
That's because of the state. They're
Yeah.
in Japan.
I know, but still, like we're not going to see them here because it's the
You
same
have
thing.
no
A lot of
idea how
regulations
much
and
red
laws.
tape
If they
is
can-
involved in that. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable, dude.
Yeah, but
Not in our lifetime.
So
I'm
the
not
other-
saying never, but not in our lifetime.
And someone's gonna fuck
You
it
will
up
never
if they
ride
do.
on that.
The other thing that he wanted to do was in LA, because he hates LA traffic so much, is that he's going to build a series of tunnels underneath LA, and he actually will like shoot. You can actually put your car in, and then it would shoot you around through the tunnel into wherever you're going, and you go like 100 and some miles an hour in the tunnel. That's his
What's
other.
this?
All right,
is
he's
this
starting to
person-
sound
Is this
delusional.
person 13 years old?
no, Elon Musk.
He's
he
just being
owns
creative.
Tesla.
He's
Yeah.
a very creative guy, and I think he's coming up with creative ideas. I think the issue is that like I see where John's coming from, where he's very early in his stages of thought, and he's kind of sharing his process.
Yeah, I'm
What he
not
needs
saying
to be
that'll
doing
never
is
happen,
kind of-
but we won't see that. You won't ride from here to New
The
York
only
on
thing
that
I
thing.
gotta say is like it, and it's not even really like advertised right now because it is a little expensive. But like he's made a solar roof that it looks
Oh,
like
yeah.
shingles.
Yeah, I mean, that's,
You don't have to
No,
have
his-
solar panels on your house anymore.
That's way more plausible
right.
yeah, but
than
who the
riding in a
Digging
pill that
tunnels
shoots you
and-
700 miles per hour.
Yo, they're doing that fucking thing where you can pay $100,000 and go around the Earth outside of our ozone. Like,
$100,000.
yeah, but that's going out into space.
Who's done that so far?
Well, it's still in the process.
Exactly.
But babe, do you see where John's coming from, though?
I see.
Right?
Your arguments are not valid against mine.
I don't know.
I think it's awesome. If it happens, that'd be even cooler. But like, there's a lot of shit you got to
Listen,
I'm not against
Nike-
it. I'm not against it.
Nike finally did make shoes that lace themselves. I mean,
They should-
anything's
so what?
possible.
They should just do it above ground. Why would they dig it underground though?
And
What's
how
the point in
long has society had shoes? And did it take them to get a pair of shoes that lace themselves?
Fuck you, John. How about
that's
that?
a good point.
End of story. John, fuck off.
Or
I
you could buy a pair of boots that slip on with no laces. Those have been around since the dawn of man.
that? You want to talk? Okay, gotcha.
Oh shit.
The first time laces came out, people were like, "This is stupid."
When shoes came out, people were like, "What's wrong with my feet?" All right, I want to take one more break, and we'll wrap this up. We got 40 minutes left. Let's do it. All
I think
right.
Katie really did leave after I
I
said.
think-
I
yeah.
think she
Fort
did
Wayne
go
was
to
a
bed.
dick.
She's sleepy.
I think everybody left.
No, there's still. Well, I don't
Kevin's
know.
still
I'm
here.
one.
Is
We'll
that his name,
see.
Kevin?
All right, guys.
Kevin's not in there. Neither.
We'll be right back. Whew. That was fun. Chester took his life this week.
This is Linkin Park?
Yeah, this is Linkin Park off their Reanimation album, which is one of my favorite albums. So what they did is they put their first album out, Hybrid Theory, and then they put this out, which when I was a kid I thought was the dumbest thing ever to put out the same album twice. But
oh yeah, that's right. Forgot about that.
That was the thing of the 90s, though.
that was the 2000s. We weren't that young.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I just
But-
always say 90s.
I'm not going to talk about it too much just because it is pretty sad.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything about it because I think,
it is
anything
heavy.
I say is going to be offensive.
I
so
agree
I'm not
with
gonna
you.
talk
Can
about it.
I have the same mindset as you do, John.
And I almost have the same mindset as that as well.
Can I just say that if you are struggling, suicide helpline is 1-800-273-8255. So, and then we can end it there.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of that it's a very selfish thing to take your own life.
I just hope that dude didn't care more about Chris Cornell than his own family.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all I have
kids.
to say.
Yeah,
that's
six children with 2 different women.
exactly. I think the epitome of selfish cowardness
Yeah.
is
I
that.
agree. It's and still though it is very sad.
It's horrible and it's
he's
sad,
very
but
very
it's
talented person, which it just doesn't make sense to me. But I think I'll just leave it at that. It's ridiculous, and I think that just because you don't feel normal doesn't mean you're not normal.
it's unfortunate.
I think
A lot of people don't think that the way they feel is okay, but they will never take the steps to try to like better themselves. It doesn't take much to just try and ask for help. So
it's very true.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Everyone has their own support
So
system.
much more to it than anybody realizes, but it's still.
still a very selfish
dude,
thing.
yeah.
I think it was I forget the guy's name. I was listening to Opie and Anthony before Opie got fired last week. Fuck, what's his name? Anyways, he's a comic, and he said the worst thing he ever did was get into comedy because all the people that he meet, they kill themselves because these comics are like the most deepest, darkest people.
Yeah.
And he said he'll never go to a funeral of a person that committed suicide because that's some selfish shit. Like he said, I ain't doing that shit.
It is, man.
And he said, you died on your own time. You died on your own terms. That means I don't need to deal with you. I thought that was a pretty bold statement. But
It is.
Gotta
I mean,
make
that's
sense, though.
again, like I said, my opinion about suicide is pretty offensive.
Yeah.
So,
No.
and I can
Everybody has
admit
an
that.
opinion on, yeah. But, I mean, yeah, it's crazy.
My uncle put a hole in his chest in my dad's front yard 8
Jesus.
years ago. So, you know,
Yeah, that'll put a
12 gauge hole.
A thought in your head on it.
Yep.
So
That just reminded me of the one time that me and Becca were in line at Walmart.
God.
It's kind of
Right.
terrible, but so we were talking. It was a long time ago. We were talking about how we were playing Halo.
It was when Halo was popular.
Yeah. So
What are you
Still
talking
is,
about?
Becca.
I
What are
was
you talking
gonna
about when?
say.
So we were talking about like I don't know, some crazy kill that somebody had, shot him in the face with a shotgun, and then the guy in front of us turns around and he's like, I shot myself in the face with a shotgun before.
Talk about
and it was very apparent.
Oh my gosh.
it's not funny, but
It's
like
not, it's
half
terrible.
of it. Talk about like shit, man. Like scenarios. Like what the fuck? Like
Yeah.
Kevin,
he
Re-
turns around and half of his skull
Yeah,
is
it's like-
Yeah.
caved in. Like
yeah.
What are the chances?
Kevin Reed commented.
Yeah, I
in
would
the
have said,
chat-
wow, that was dumb. Why'd you do that?
I don't remember. We were like 12. Let's get real. Like we were fucking young. We weren't 12. I didn't know anything, but we were like 16.
Yeah.
Kevin commented in the chat. Maybe they were lovers, which
I mean, maybe.
you never know.
That's what I'm saying.
Allegedly.
I don't want to say
They
anything.
allegedly might have been lovers.
If you watch a lot of the footage, I don't know.
So, and then I'll just cut to this. This is the stupidest. So I've brought up TMZ a couple times today, and most of the times their articles are really good.
No matter how stupid the subject is.
But yeah, no matter how retarded the subject is. But this was the thing that came out today. Chester Bennington hanging almost identical to Chris Cornell's suicide. And they were saying that, you know, Chester and Chris were really good friends. They also said, so they said they were almost identical. They were like, Chester was found with a belt around his neck. Chris was found with a exercise band around his neck. Okay.
Well, I mean, honestly, the overall article, I don't think we need to get into particulars, baby. The overall article
not very identical there. Two different things, except for, yeah, they hung themselves.
People don't want to talk about that, but I will. It's not. It's
Go
just
ahead
the overall
there.
article
Talk.
was just
Go ahead.
basically like two people hung themselves, and then they're the same because they hung themselves. That had nothing to do. It was just really
I was
stupid.
trying to explain why though, but you know,
But it's very.
we're good
it's
on
a touchy
that.
subject. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wanted to bring this shit up at the end of the day.
No, I didn't. I did not.
We met in remembrance. I mean, I loved Linkin Park, like, and I still
I loved Linkin Park back
I don't
in the
ever
day.
play it now, but like when I was a kid, it helped me get through a lot of
every-
troubled times.
everything-
Come
Yeah,
on.
they wrote some great albums. I mean,
He's fucking talented.
in my opinion,
And people have their demons, and it's fucked up and
their
it's sad.
yeah, their latest stuff was trash in my
Yeah.
opinion, but their early stuff was revolutionary and extremely influential.
Yeah, when they had like bright yellow and bright red hair.
Before they had money.
Yeah.
Well, apparently he had a lot of things that happened in his youth that obviously affected his music, but he never.
Dealt with it or talked about it.
I don't fucking know,
Yeah.
but like I really don't know the dude, but
Yeah.
I never heard he was a
I mean,
bad
it's
person.
terrible.
So it's fucked up.
I have the deepest sympathy for anybody that goes through some terrible stuff when they're a kid, but I do not think that ending yourself is
that's
ever
never
the answer
the,
to anything.
No,
Yeah, I'm
definitely
not saying that either. Yeah.
Anybody ever watch The Tick when they were a kid?
The Tick?
A little bit.
Yeah.
So long
No.
ago. Big
So-
blue guy.
Yeah, the big blue guy. So like they're doing like a remake of The Tick, but it's like live action.
That doesn't surprise me.
Gosh.
They just turn everything into live action.
How can somebody? Why can't we have some movie writers get creative?
Well, I will say that they did have a live action The Tick a long time ago too.
Oh, so they're remaking The Tick. I think Amazon's doing it though, and I saw the preview for it, and I'm down to try anything different. Like that's like especially
Would you
like
kiss a dude?
Well, I mean, I've kissed a dude before.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Not like you didn't make out with a dude. You just pecked and kissed him,
It was
right?
just a peck.
Would you make
yeah.
out with a dude? Something new.
No.
Okay, so you're
I was
a
thinking
hypocrite.
more of like I'll try a new television show because it's different. And
You said I'm always down to try something new.
well,
I was not
You guys
offering
wanna
to
do
kiss
some
you.
oh
I was hoping you and Greg were going to make out.
no, I don't want to. No.
That's gross.
All right, see y'all in 2 weeks. No, but like I watched the preview for it. It just looks stupid. But
Yeah.
then I guess when I was a kid, I kind of remember The Tick seemed kind of stupid too.
Yeah, I can't remember, dude. My brain's broken.
Your
Never
brain's
saw
mushy.
Mhm.
Brain's mushy.
it. Never seen it.
Urban fantasy.
What's going on? What am I missing?
I'm trying to look at what Kevin's talking about.
Has he got anything interesting over there?
Bright.
I
The
can't.
new Netflix.
I saw
movie.
that. I saw that trailer.
I literally can't
It's
read
Will
the
Smith.
screen from here.
What? Oh yeah. That's right. Like Will Smith's gonna be in a fucking Netflix movie, which I think is crazy.
It's going to be good, probably. Well, it's
Yeah,
Will
it probably
Smith,
will
so it's
be.
probably going to be good. Except for that. What was that thing he did with his son? It was like a sci-fi thing. It was garbage.
I
don't
remember.
know.
I know what you're talking about, but I
The
don't
one of
know.
I forget what it's called. It was so bad.
Alright.
But I think that's gonna be it for this week.
Yeah, I
What do you
need to go
guys
take a
think?
nap.
You gotta go take a nap. It's
And when I take a
bedtime.
nap, I need to go sleep.
For everybody that stuck around, I appreciate it. We'll have to say our sponsor of the week goes to Old Line Wood Shop. Their wood is rock hard.
And Neil sucks.
Damn.
Yeah, Neil's not here tonight. He had too much fun. We didn't get to talk too much shit on him, but fuck you, Neil. Maybe he'll come in one time. Maybe he won't. But my name's Jake. We are signing off. This was the Ultimate Men's Conversation. See you all in the next time.